Okay, that's that done. I've never used this seeder before. So he wanted sunflowers, I believe. Let's set up for that. Where did he want them? Field 8. What is that? Just up near the thing, the sawmill. Well, in that case, I really hope that we're not going to need more than 240 litres of sunflower seeds, because that's an awful lot. A long trip to bring some more. Probably have said to heck with your tractor, I'll use mine because mine's in a better condition than this thing. And why use mine when I can use somebody else's? Put the wear and tear on that. So I believe we can cut through just before we get to the bridge under the railroad line. Why I came this way. Also avoids the traffic. And there we go. Tiny little country path. Waste ground on the left used to be the grass field. Okay, he's 8 right in front of us. No, that's 36. 8 is the next one around. Okay. No biggie. So this here is 8. This 8? Okay. Oh, grief, this tractor is struggling. I should have bought mine. Goodness me. This thing is really struggling. Okay, you take care, VH. I think we will be back tomorrow on this farm with some more of this. Although last I checked, the weather report said rain. So fields will be damp. And we will get better germination from the seeds. To go and get my tractor, because this is painful. Okay, I'll finish this row. Oh, this is painful. Dude, your tractor sucks. Okay, we're going to drop back there, and we're going to drive back to the store as best we can. And there's a heap of junk. This will be the tractor is the problem. The tractor has 0% maintenance. And therein lies the problem. Yeah. Oh, managed to get it unstuck. I mean, it could equally be that the planter also is 0% maintenance as well, which would kind of suck. So at best, or at worst, our tractor is 10% better horsepower than that John Deere. At best, it's about 30. Hopefully the seeder is not also in a bad condition. Okay, unrealistic driving. Yay. I'm crashing into stuff again, aren't I? Oh, it's this mixer again. Okay, here we are again. Let's try all this again. See if blue tractors are better than green ones. There we go. Oh, that's better. Oh. Oh, I'm missing a bit. Oh my goodness, that is so much better. Because it's not mine. I'm not going to be able to fix up somebody else's tractor when I've got a perfectly serviceable tractor of my own. I'm paying for a contract. As it is, I've paid for seed and fertiliser, which may be more than I'm getting paid for this. It shouldn't be, but we'll find out. But to add in repair cost on someone else's tractor is just adding an insult to injury. Okay, as far as achievements goes, I'll get credit for doing their job, but it's nice to actually go home with a little bit of money from doing the job as well. I do not know if Courseplay works with seasons. I presume it would do. I don't actually use Courseplay, so I couldn't tell you. It's one of those things where, well, it looks nice to have, but frankly, on a farm this size, and I've only got one motorised piece of equipment to my name, I'm not hiring any helpers to do any of these jobs, so I really don't need cosplay. On a bigger farm, yeah, you kind of do. Or helpers, at least. But cosplay is one of those things where I tried it once, and it just... I couldn't get to grips with it. Just gave up. No, that's okay. I was just being silly. Yeah, I'm not repairing your tractor to do your job on your field. But likewise, I'm not going to sit around on your field for 6 hours hauling a cedar at 3 miles an hour. Because your tractor sucks. I'll haul something around at about 7 miles an hour, I think. 10 kilometres an hour is about 6 miles an hour, so we're getting about 6 miles an hour out of this. I think is down a little on the top speed the cedar should be able to do, I think. Should be able to do about 12 clicks. Maybe doing 10. I should have a weight on the front of this thing. I think that was the advantage with the 6M, is it has a weight on the front, so the front end isn't as flighty as it is on my tractor doing this. We're already halfway down on the sunflower seed. We might have to head back to the store. Might be able to skip that. If we run out of seed, I can run back to the yard and use my own. Fertilizer usage on these things is a lot lower than the seed usage. That's about right. We get paid, which is one thing. We get one step closer to completing an achievement, although it's going to take a while on this. Yeah, I think my next achievement for contracts is 100. I think we'll probably... We could make quite a few contracts. Plus this also adds to total round seeded achievement as well. Don't need to do any more fertilisation, but I do need to seed, cultivate and harvest. But I think in part that's down to the fact that fertilising is so lucrative as a contract, or at least outside of seasons it is. Also, if we run out of seed, when we go back to the yard, I can put the weight on the front of this thing as well, which will help. Get a planter, remind me not to get this one. Working width is too low and the seed capacity is painfully small. Now you will find for seasons grass contracts do pay more than regular grass contracts. And the thought process behind that was because of the number of times you have to run around a field. To do this contract, I'm getting a seeding contract done. I'm going to cover this field once. With a grass contract, you're going to mow, you're going to windrow, you're going to ted, or you're going to wrap, you're going to bale. So you're running across the field 4 times. So the seasons mod makers have basically increased the amount you get paid for doing the grass contracts. In addition, you only have to deliver wrapped grass bales on a silage contract. You do not have to wait for the silage to brew, because that was accepted as a problem of, well, I'm on 6-day seasons, for example. So if I do a grass contract, or if I bale up grass and wrap it, it is going to take 48 hours of game time before those bales are silage, and it's not really fair to take out a contract and then have to sit on it for 48 hours until you can complete it. So they basically made the allowance of, so long as the grass is wrapped, that's fine. We'll pay you for we'll pay you for silage, and we'll hold on to the bales for 2 days. We'll pay you now for delivering them, type of thing. With hay, I'm not so sure. I think with hay, you're still going to have to take the hay contract. If the grass is wet, you're going to have to ted it. If the grass is dry, then you're going to have to wait anything from 4 hours upwards for the grass to dry out to hay, and then you're going to be able to bale it and sell it. So there is going to be a delay in completing a hay contract. And I very much doubt you're going to be able to do a silage contract using an Anderson extractor, which is what I've been doing on field mounted. is basically cut the grass, bale the grass, take the grass back to my yard, stick the bales through the extractor, which makes the silage worm, but then you can run straight down that worm, crack open all of the bales, and they're now silage, and then you can ship off unwrapped silage to the to complete the contract. They do not demand that you deliver wrapped silage, but with seasons, if you wrap the grass is going to stay grass for, as I said, for a 6-day seasons, it's going to stay there for 48 hours as grass. So you're not going to be able to wrap the grass up into a grass worm and then immediately run down it and unwrap it, because it's still going to be grass. It's not going to have converted over to silage yet. And you can't deliver grass bales and convince them it's actually silage. Which is a shame, because I kind of like doing the Anderson extractor as the silage maker. So you would have to buy an individual wrapper. If you're doing a grass contract, a silage contract with your own equipment, you would have to do, you'd have to buy yourself or rent yourself a single bale wrapper in order to complete the contracts. Even if for your own use you're using an extractor to wrap the silage where you want it stored, which is more prototypical. It's more of what a farmer will do in real life. They will bring the grass bales off the field and then wrap them in the yard where they want to store them, so that they're not moving them around much and risking tearing the wrapping. I mean, it's not that they don't expect to tear the wrapping, or critters to tear the wrapping. So if you do silage, you're going to have some silage tape to repair any ripped bales, but you kind of want to avoid moving the bales as much as possible. Oh, yes, that would be a case. And in all likelihood, that even if you hadn't claimed the contract complete, it's still grass, and you're trying to sell grass, and they don't pay you for grass bales. So yeah, the excess. So if you do a silage contract, you can complete the silage contract and claim the payment, but you're gonna have to hold on to the excess bales until the silage is actually finished brewing, in order to be able to sell it and get paid for it. Ooh, that's a sneaky one. I thought of that. Yeah, the silage contracts is one of the ways I'm making so much money on Field Mountain. We're making some hay to feed the cows. We're not going with TMR at this point. We're just feeding the cows hay, which, yeah, they're still 80% productive if you provide them with straw as well. And then all of the excess over what we need for hay, we bale and wrap. and then any silage contracts we get, we make a ton. Yeah, you make a killing on the profits from a silage contract, or the excess from a silage contract. Oh, we're out of... Did I just run out, or did I not just run out? I have to check that, aren't I? Hooray the map, hooray me. There. Dang. Seriously, I made it right to the end before I ran out of seed. That's quite impressive. Okay, we'll take the shortcut back to the yard, which I just noticed is here. Oh. A bit of Star Wars, A New Hope, stay on target. Oh. Front end of my tractor is really underweight. Before I fill this up with seed, I am going to go and get the weight on the front. This way. That's better. So already at 10 after 5. That's good. This contract's going to see us through to the end of the day. And we'll pull up to here. We'll reverse into there. Actually, I'm thinking the most efficient way of bringing the seed back is to take the seed bucket for the corn seeder back to the store. If we take the forks with us, we can bring the fertilizer, what little remains in there as well. Dude. Do this bit now.